Okay, guys, this is going to be the midweek review for October the 8th, 2026, 2025. I'm giving us a jump in the future. My bad. So far for me, I've only taken one future trade, and that was on gold. That was earlier in the week. Wasn't able to take a trade on Tuesday or Wednesday. And the trade I took on gold, I already mentioned to you guys, was inside of this little area right here. That was 22 points on gold or 222 pips. Uh, I'm pretty much done with this with this setup. I'm not really looking for anything off of this right now. I think that dollar and gold moving in the same direction for me, I'm not really keen to really to mess with it right now. We made a new all-time high. We made a new all-time high, and we left all of this without even pulling back into this. So we have some liquidity here. That kind of stands out right here, but we so far away from this. I don't know if we come into this or not, especially not for the weeks out. So I have no real opinion on gold at this point. There's a little area of liquidity right here too. Not even worth drawing, but we do have all-time high at 4081.0.10. So we blew through all the expectations of what I thought gold would do. And that's okay because, even though I didn't get it all the way perfect, it doesn't have to be to make money, like I still was able to catch this piece. Initially, my target was 4,000 and we blew through that on Tuesday night, Tuesday into Monday, and we just kept going, riding it up higher. So this is pretty much all I gotta say about gold. And then when you see dollar, you'll kind of see why I'm also not really interested in nothing because they both been moving up at the same time, and I like to see them move in opposite direction. But this week they all been moving up at the same direction. We did take out this liquidity like I thought we would. And guess where we at? We at this fair value gap, just like I thought we would. So, not going into this week, like I said, it's really not, can't really say a lot about this week. I haven't been in the market a lot this week, but what I will say is with us being at this fair value gap, of course, the goal will be to determine whether or not we want to reject from this or trade through it. And if we reject from this, then we should see gold retrace. And based off the fact that we just got these all-time highs on gold, does mean we may get a retracement, So that is in line with us getting a retracement. So it makes sense for us to get a retracement. So and with us being at this area, and if we see price start to close inside of this 98.980, which is the low of the fair value gap on the daily chart, that's kind of implying that we want to go ahead and maybe take out this high, or at least hang around inside of this before we drop. So that's kind of what I'll be looking for. So let me give you gold. Gold. I started out of order this today. So this dollar, I went straight onto the charts, on the futures charts, but y'all don't mind, right? Y'all don't mind.
Now you good?
All right. Okay, let's go. The Feds did do the meetings minutes this week, and they pretty much kind of confirmed that they're going to do some interest rate cuts. More than likely two cuts before the year out. So that means if we don't get a cut this month, or we may see a cut this month since we got that cut we just got was in September, meaning we could see cuts in October and November, and maybe or maybe not one in December. Whatever we want to see, we already blowing this out. So um, yeah. So however we want to take a look at that. Um, and then on YM pretty much took this move right here, even though we didn't actually tap into the fair value gap, we sold off just below it, but pushed up on Monday to Tuesday, on Sunday to Monday. Then we sold off. We took out this low. And then once we took out this low, we created a new fair value gap through this low, through this fair value gap that's supposed to be bullish. Then we tried to sell off again. We pretty much just hung around in here. And then we pushed up on Tuesday into this fair value gap still, even though we pierced it. And then we sold off again. And we just been sideways pretty much the whole week. Ever since this last sell off, we traded up, traded down, no setup off of this. So we pretty much made this move right here. Um, we pretty much made this move right here already. We just didn't go as far down where we didn't take out this low. And we left lows, equal lows here. So pretty much um we did this move right here, and we also did this leg right here. We just set the low right here. So we kind of have done most of the move. If we hang around here tomorrow, we hang around here. Let's see. We still got this fair value gap that hasn't been traded into. We still got our all-time high on YM. And this is pretty much done. It's been balanced. It can go either way. We got equal lows here. And we got our weekly lows here. So this is all questionable at this point. Again, we from where we close out to today, we still could see ourselves. Now, this could be a order block right here. And then we could still see ourselves push up into this price and sell off. We still could see price trade through all this. And in this case, use this range right here, even though it's balanced out, and sell off from there. And then, of course, we still have a potential to just hold into this area and buy. But we don't even need him anymore, because if we do go up, it's going to have to go through this fair value gap right here. I don't have a lot of an opinion on YM because it's just sideways for right now.
Yeah.
It's kind of 50-50. You can see it, right?
Yeah, that's the one I took. I took the second leg in the sale.
I
Uh,
saw that. Let
and
me,
the only reason why was because what you showed us, and I was like, it tapped there and then rejected the fair value gap. But I was like, I more than likely I can't. take this all the way down
Mm.
just yet, because when it created that the equal low again, I said, yeah, let me get my money and get out.
Let me look at yours.
Huh?
I'm about to pull your chart up because I like yours too. Yeah, you got down with this one.
Yeah.
You got down with this. You got a bad entry.
Yeah, that was a nice one.
Yeah, yeah, I thought that was Anna chart for a minute. I was like, what? Then I saw it was yours. I was like,
You
what?
like you and Anna, that's the goal.
I was like, what? This looked like one of Anna or my chart, bro. Like, dang.
Yeah, this was really good. But I don't do Dow, right?
Hey, I didn't see what it was until after
Okay.
that. But you
Yeah,
caught it. Like, just like I said, it was
yeah,
all
this was good entry.
the fair value gap right here.
Hmm.
Spot on right there. It,
Good thing was this was clear, right? In Dow, same thing in S&P and Nash, that was
Mhm,
going up. So
mhm,
it was like I thought it will go up. I
mhm,
took buy.
mhm. Did
Yeah,
you where you take a profit?
Right. So I was trying to take it to where it says take profit right here, but I end up taking it where those where the candles started, like with like 46 856.
Okay, so right where
Yeah, I just got out. I was like,
hey,
I I thought maybe to come back down to where it grabbed low. I guess it's liquidity, the last liquidity down here below it. But I was like, it
here.
probably won't even come down that far.
You talking about right here?
Yeah,
Yeah. I think it did come here. Let's look at it.
it did. It actually went a little bit.
Went a little lower than that,
Yeah,
right?
didn't touch
it
that, but
did.
yeah,
It
exactly. It
did.
was till that point.
If I would have held it, I would have hit my take profit. But I was like,
Oh yeah, there you go, right here. That's that low right there. You got in up here, right? Let me see that one more time.
It was just too choppy for me. I was like, nope, let me get out. I was on a 15-minute
Yep,
chart. Yep.
you know, 846, 800 area. Yep, yep, yep. You got down on that one. Let me see what you did in on that day. I think you had
She
you had
did Q, which I was looking for NQ by today and I just couldn't catch it.
mm-hmm.
That meeting got me. Got
They got you. They got you on this one.
me. Yep.
Low, high.
Mm-hmm.
That was your stop loss right here.
Yep.
They went up twice on you, and then they dropped it. Son of
Yeah, I thought it will come till this FVG. That was London FVG.
this
So
one,
no, that no, blue one, down one. Yeah, this one, and
this one.
yeah, this one. I thought it will come till here, and it came, but I don't know.
Yeah, all good. It's all good. Um, yeah, I don't really have no opinion on YM. YM kind of just stuck right now. If we do like I like this candle right here. See how we do if we get above this candle. But I don't really have no opinion on this one. This one kind of hands off. If we get above this candle, we can see if we get a break higher. But at the same time, these equal lows right here, they looking juicy. Um, and we still have this low right here that's looking juicy as well. And it's right above like these lows. The reason why these look so good is because the monthly right here. So I could see it's dropping taking these lows and then pushing back up, right? Just because we could sweep this and tap the monthly and then push up, but I need some more information before I say anything about this because we also got liquidity here too, which is all through these highs, this high, and this high that we
Yeah,
kind
like sometimes it doesn't do like that. Like monthly is there, but
of
sometimes it just take that liquidity equal lows. Means it may take that, and then it can go up till that FEG, and then come back till monthly,
yep,
right?
yep.
So means I was doing this back test, so
Mhm.
so many times I got this kind of setup.
Where it would push up,
Push down first till take liquidity only, just equal load, not till monthly.
touch the monthly.
Yeah.
Yep,
Then just take this equal low and then go up till that FVG up,
facts,
right? And then come back for the monthly.
facts,
Mhm.
facts, facts.
A-
Yep,
Any reason why I would do that? Or is it just kind of just how they play the market?
is how they work.
Yeah. Okay.
I didn't realize. I guess
They
I'm.
don't want to earn like we earn money.
Yeah, they just
They
want to
just
take.
want to take us.
They want to take our money.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times, man, the overall market, we know where it's gonna go. So if like we already see it's gonna go up, we got our orders in here somewhere.
Mhm.
They already know our stop loss is down here. But if they need to get a lot of large orders in, they need to trick people into a certain direction. Like if you want to sell, you need to trick people into buying because they need to buy your orders. I mean, they need in order for them to sell, they need to get your orders that are already associated with you selling, with you buying. Quick lesson, right quick. Quick lesson. If I sold from here in this area right here, inside of this fair value gap, right? My sale order is here. And every time you put in a sale order, you have to have a stop loss and you have to have take profit. Whether it's a manual order or a limit order, it don't matter, right? To get out of this sale, you have to have one of these. It's either you're gonna get stopped out for a loss or you're gonna get stopped out in profit. But each one of these order types is a buy.
Right.
It's a buy order. Each one of these order types. So every time you put in a sale, you're putting in two buy orders. Buy order number one, buy order number two. And that buy order is always the liquidity that the market makers need. So if I need to buy, if I want to put in a big buy order, I need to trick you into selling so that I can buy order number one and order number two. And it works the opposite if I'm trying to sell. Every time I'm trying to sell, every time I'm trying to buy, you trying to buy down here, right? Over this area right here, you're trying to buy, right? You have to put in a stop loss. And to get out of the buy, you have to put in a take profit. And if I'm buying down here, I'm trying to sell to up here. And if I'm buying right here, I don't want it to go past here because that's my stop loss. And so anytime you put in a buy order, you're also always going to have two sell orders. Your optimal sell order is this order because you want it to hit TP. The fail safe is sell order number 2 because that's your stop loss. You don't want it to hit this. Market makers notice. They notice all the time. So a lot of times when you at obvious buy areas, what will they do? They'll push the market down, take your sell order, and then the market will shoot up. Right? That's exactly what happened here. So if I'm inside of his area right here and I'm buying because I'm like, oh, we had a low right here, my stop loss is safe because I put it down here. No, it's not. They trick you think it's buying, then they drop the market, take your sell order, and now that sell order is actually where they're buying down here. They're buying here for a cheaper price.
Yeah,
That's what
so many
this.
times I caught in this one, this kind of setup.
Yep.
If you make your like yesterday one, my stop loss was little lower. It was not supposed to be there, but
Mhm.
it hit first my stop loss and then my target.
Yep.
So I was out and
Mhm.
trade was in my direction.
Yep. That's this exact play right here.
Yeah, exactly.
The one you lost on is the same thing.
Yeah.
This is the same situation right
Yeah.
here. You know it's gonna sell in this area.
Yeah.
Your stop loss is here. You entered right here. You sold right here. But your buy orders is here and here. They took instead of them taking your take profit, they took your stop loss instead. So that's exactly what took place.
Mhm.
And you just got to understand every time that you put in an order,
Mhm.
you are a market maker liquidity. It don't matter what you do, no
Yeah.
matter which side you try to do this on. Whether you get to take advantage of this by hitting your TP, or whether you get to take a L by them hitting your stop loss, you are still their liquidity because they know that, right?
Yeah.
Even if you don't put a stop loss in or take profit in,
Mhm.
when you get out the trade manually, they're still buying your order, no matter where it is.
Yeah.
And that's why it's better. That's why not to like say it's the best strategy, but that's why I like ICT strategy because he teach you how to trade throughout manipulation, right?
Mhm.
Your order block, which is the down move or the up move, is them sweeping liquidity. It's gotta happen when you see if you're trying to buy, you need to wait till you see an order block sweep a low. That's what make this so strong because now like this area right here is an order block, and then the order block has a fair value gap. We take the high out of this candle, which is the order block, we pierce it, trade through that, trade back down inside of the order block. If we go to the 15-minute, this same little area confirms that we have a valid order block because we got our inversion. That means this, if it wasn't manipulation, we wouldn't have nothing that looked like this, where this area was supposed to keep selling, right? That's how you know that they tricking you right here. This how you know they tricking you. When you see an area that is obvious, right? When I came into here, replay, right? When we go into the market and we see price consolidating, right? We see it take the high out, right? And then you got some people that's buying here, but even if they buying here, they stop loss probably below this low or below this low. If you see people that's not buying, you see them take the highs, So now they like, oh, it's gonna sell off, right? And we got confirmation it's gonna sell off because we got inverted fair value gap and we got a new fair value gap. Inverted fair value gap right here. That's on the 15-minute. It should have bought. It didn't. It sold through it, traded up. So a whole bunch of people are stacking up in this area and they trying to sell. This whole area is people trying to sell. But they never wanted to sell. They always wanted to buy. So they needed all of these people in here to try to sell. And they know that they're going to try to sell inside of this box. And they know that their stop loss is going to be right here. That's one of their take profits will be right here. Or somewhere down below here. So they know that they can drop the market down here and down here to get money, to get new entries. So when they fake everybody out, buy order here, that's their buy order here. They had buy orders in at this low. And then just to add some icing on it, they put some inside of here and above here, because this where your stop loss was if you're trying to sell down here. So they just took all these people orders that's tried to sell here, bought all them, bought all these, and they bought these down here at the weekly and the monthly, because that's liquidity area. There's a low right here that they took. So instead of them buying at this price initially, which is 46,800, 820 area, they got some buys in at 46, 47, 46,786, 46, 2020, 46,723, and 46,779, 46,679. Yeah. And you know that's what happened, because if we go forward, right? New order. So a lot of the orders came in right at the middle of this and right at the high. And you know that because these are fair value gaps, meaning there is an imbalance in price. That means all price at this particular point is going in one direction. That's the only way this can happen is if we have institutional orders coming in. And we go to the hour, you can see that now, I'm sorry, we can go back. This, where it should have sold, got replaced by this that is buying. And going forward more, this is their last orders that's going in, right? We came back down into it one last time. This used to be sell, now it's buy. They dropped back into it, put their last little bit of orders in, and then after that, what happened? Market just keep going up. Market just keep going up. And this isn't bullish anymore. I mean, this isn't bearish anymore. It's bullish. And then we also get this replaced with this fair value gap that's right here. So this isn't bearish anymore. This get replaced by with confirmation that this is going to be bullish. And then you get the overlap, and the overlap give you where the strongest area of price movement is, which is right here. That's the overlap. That's the strongest area of buying pressure right here. And that's because you get the overlap of the bullish fair value gap and the inverted fair value gap. That's where they cross at right here at this price. And that's the last entry that they put in before price shoot all the way up here and never come back to that until they ready to balance that out. Then you can see later on, this same area, they came back and used it again. They did all that stuff up here, came back, finished it off, and grabbed it again. Did it some more. I think they came back in there one more time with that move that you took right here. And you know they're using it because the body's not closing inside of this. The body's pretty much at the high of this. Wicks, they still using this area. And I think it go back into it again. Bodies right at the high of this. And then the only way you know that they're done with it is if you see them with this has to get replaced by something bearish. So this bullish one got replaced by this bearish one right here. It's still hanging around. Price still trading around in there, and we would need to see that we get a fair value gap to the downside through that. So that's a quick one, quick lesson. But this is the chart for YM. We really seeing a lot of examples to study. Seeing a lot of examples to study. And like once you practice and get familiar with seeing this, then you know, like you'll understand why I always my charts be looking certain type of ways, and you'll know what I'm looking for. That's why you be like, Anna be knowing what I'm looking at before I even put it on the chart, because she already seeing a lot of this, you know, and the more you study this, the more you'll start seeing these same things happen over and over. And just like here in Q, you did something different, right? We pushed up. And remember on Sunday what I said, if we get in here and we trade above it, then we're going to use this to go higher, this same area. So after we traded above this and we traded above this candle, which was right here, all we did was trade up, take this high, come back right back into this. Soon as we traded above this area is no longer bearish no more. It's neutral. And once we realize it's neutral, that means that it could be used to buy. Right? And they did the same move on these people, right? So they took the high, set a high, took the high, set a new high, took the high again. They did the same exact move that we just described, right? They faked them out. They said, hey, we know that they're going to try to sell right here. And let me hide this for a second. We know they're going to try to sell right here, right? And because we know they're going to try to sell right here, we're going to let them think that it's going to sell off, right? They're going to give us some bad news. They're going to do all this kind of stuff, right? Go to the 15-minute, right? We're going to let them come up to here and try to sell. This 4:30 a.m. So they're going to let London try to sell. They know that this is 9:30. They're going to let you come to the midpoint and try to sell. That's why you see the wick right at the middle. Then at the last resort, it's a little bitty wick here. And even this little down move right here, they like, oh, we going to still try to let you think we going to sell this. But while you still trying to sell, we taking your order that you entered here. Then we taking your stop loss. We taking your order that you entered here. And we taking your stop loss. You can use this high. You can say, hey, I'm going to put my order in here. You put your stop loss above here. We just took it up here. And now all we doing is just running up higher. So It's the same situation, same exact situation, over and over again. Um, and in this case, now this little area right here, we had this one that's used up over here. We don't even need that no more. We also now have this area. This is inverted now, and it got inverted on this candle. And then once it got inverted, it created something new. It created the new fair value gap, and it's pretty much overlaying exactly with the inverted one. So this whole range is suspect. But since this is going to be an order block now, this whole thing is an order block. This whole candle is an order block, right? But where's the overlap? Overlap is here, down here. That's the highest probability that we come back into. The whole area is up for grabs, but highest probability is that it taps into the high to the middle. This is highest probability area right here. This range right here. So if it does come down, is here. Worst case scenario, where I'm gonna be looking at high and middle on this because we super bullish on this, right? Don't know why, but I think the optimism over the rate cut is really what's driving this up. We got our previous day low. And then no sell-off area for now. If we do sell off, I'm looking at us coming into the to this and see how it responds before I'm gonna look for another sale.
Yesterday when it took previous day high and yesterday was bearish, then I thought today it will come down.
Right. Right.
There was a 4-hour FVG and I was thinking like it will make till 50% and then it will go back, but it gave that FVG, bullish FVG, right?
Yeah. That is the only thing that I can say. Like maybe we come up and create a fair value gap to the downside. Worst case, we come down and take out this liquidity in this area here. But that would be it. And then maybe we get a deeper buy from here. But for now, since this is very, very strong area, I would see how we bounce off of the high to the middle area first before I would look for a sale. I wouldn't really be looking for a sale yet. The daily candles confirm that too. Let's hide everything. Daily candles confirming that too. We had a down day here. We took out the high, closed above or near the high on this candle. We traded pretty much inside of this candle. We did manage to take the high. We closed back off, but we took out this low, but we closed back inside. Then the next day, strong engulfing candle. We took out all this liquidity. And then now the probability is very, very low that we would take out this low. We would have to, our options are, we already took out the high from yesterday already. So at this point, it's either we close inside of this candle or we close in, reject, and push up even higher. So that's probably what I'm looking for. And then once we go down back to the lower time frame, This candle is an order block now, and worst case scenario, we likely drop down to 25,185 on initial, and that 25,185, guess where that line up with? 25,185 lines up right here, which is right above our little high probability area. So it all makes sense as to why this is, because if we go to the daily, usually you'll see candles rebalance themselves, where you'll see one candle with a long wick, engulfing candle, then you'll see the next candle trade down into the body of the wick, where the worst case you see it come down to the body. You see that happen right here, where wick to wick they touch a little bit. This one didn't quite do it, but that's usually what you will be seeing. So you see this long wick, engulfing body, longer wick here, came down into the candle wick over here, and they kind of touch right here. That's what I mean by that. Or you can see short wick, big body. Next day, the wick trade down into body of this candle and then move away from it. And you can usually find something on the lower time frame right around here as to why it didn't go any further. If we go to 1 hour, what day is that? 26, 26, 26, right? So this the 26, 20, this is the candle that went all the way up. Then this is the day after that right here, where we pretty much came down and found this setup right here, where you got the order block and the fair value gap, and we got the low, and then it push up. So that reiterates everything that was said. So this is NQ, 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 and then ES. So ES, look at what we did on ES. Left the liquidity from this candle, but we took this candle. And then when we took this liquidity from this candle, we traded into a 4-hour fair value gap. Great setup. I wish I could have taken it, but that's not the case. But it does line up with what I was looking for, because when I go over the chart real quick, you'll see exactly what I was saying, right? Traded, started the week, traded up into this area. We hung around, we tried to sell off, right? That would have been this move right here. We still hung around, but we did take the high. So this kind of did this move to the downside right here, but it also did some of this move where we would come and take the high, staying around here, but it didn't keep going from there, right? But instead, we still had another option where if we sold off, which is this leg, we had the potential to sell off, come down into the fair value gap, and then buy. That's where this leg come from, right? So if we sold off, it was sell off, take this liquidity, trade into the fair value gap, and then push up. So that's where this move coming from, even though it did some other things involved, but take liquidity, hold a high, push up. So that's pretty much kind of what we did, right? This fair value gap got traded through, and it's not valid. It's pretty much done, right? Previous day, low. Previous day low right here. And we got another one here. This is the low for the week. It's our weekly low for now. And that low sitting inside of a fair value gap, and you got this low like stacked up. So that's a lot of liquidity right here. So going into the rest of the week, we do got a new all-time high. That we just made today. And this is our new inversion area. This got inverted. And then once it got inverted, we replaced it.
So before we replace that, right?
Let me just draw both of these.
So before we replace that, this is possibility it will come down, right? Till the from 50% of this FVG.
Which one before we
Yeah.
replace?
Yeah, before this candle, there is a FVG, right? So it may come down.
Which one? Draw
Like
it.
right now, your candle is your pointer is at 10 o'clock, right? Till 9. Previous candle, just previous, because still this is inside FVG minor, so consequence encroachment below that, right? So it may go down first and then it can go up, right?
From this move.
Yeah, no. Whatever today happened, I was thinking it will go down at 9 o'clock. Yeah, this.
And then go up.
Yeah, it will come down and take this weekly low, and then it will go up.
You were thinking this.
Yeah.
Oh, and I'm sorry, you were thinking that it was gonna go. Hold on.
I probably grabbed that 50% fair 4-hour fair value gap.
From here, you
Yeah,
were thinking that it was gonna sell off,
yeah. And
Yeah.
take that weekly low,
take
and
this
then it
low,
will, and then it will
and
go up.
run up from there.
Mhm.
Yeah. I can see why you said that.
Yeah, because there was two FVG. Your pointer is at
This
there
one.
also. Yeah. So I was when it was in there, it made that FVG, but still I was thinking because this is inside first I minus FVG, so it may come down from there also.
From here.
Yeah.
Yeah, you weren't wrong for thinking that, but that's when bias got to kick in.
Right. So
That's
means I was not thinking wrong, right?
it. Nah, not really, but
Yeah.
that's when you got to go higher.
Yeah.
This was yesterday.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
We did take this low, so you weren't wrong for that. We took this low and we closed below it,
Mm-hmm.
and we took this low.
Yeah.
We didn't take this low.
Mm-hmm.
And we left this. So I mean, you weren't wrong.
And because there was no FVG inside this daily one, right?
Yeah,
So I thought it will come down till monthly because that was the only magnet there, right? On
yeah,
daily.
yeah.
So I
You
was thinking, and yeah, and on 4 hour there was bullish FVG. So I was thinking it will come till this FVG 50%, and then it will go down.
yeah,
Sorry, it will go up. Yeah,
yeah,
means move should be like that.
yeah. You
So,
weren't.
so that's where I had my question, because I was actually going to try to buy NQ and SPS based off of this because it tapped 50% already with that wick right there. And then when it kept, what is it? I always mess this up. And yeah. And then I saw that it tapped again, but it was higher than that one. So I thought like, okay, it's probably done with this fair value gap. So I felt like it was going to run up. That was my bias off of it.
From here.
I was
Yeah.
looking for this. I was looking for this also, but there was no reversal setup. I didn't get any reversal setup from
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, and I mean at the time, Even on the 4 hour, you can see this candle right here,
Mm-hmm.
not really telling you a lot of information.
Mm,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's not really telling you that it's ready to buy. And then if we look at the 4 hour strategy, 2 o'clock candle, 6 a.m. candle, 10 a.m. candle, you would think that there would be a wick on the bottom of this if we
Mm.
were going to go up, but instead it just shot up, you know.
Yeah.
So,
So same thing, like when I was looking for this setup for sale setup, so
mhm,
on WAP it was exactly on sale position, right? On lower of VWAP,
mhm,
and that Nash was on higher of VWAP, but Dow pulled that position both.
mhm.
Right. So in a starting when market got open, so that's why S&P was only up and down because one was going means there was no symmetry.
Yeah, let me see.
Mm-hmm.
This 4 hour.
It wasn't. Yeah.
Let me look at 4 hour. Yeah, it's not a lot to tell you that this was gonna go up.
Yeah.
Even on only thing I can see is NQ.
Mm-hmm.
You can see NQ
Yeah.
6 a.m. candle is pretty much traded through this whole downside fair value gap. So
Yeah, and it rejected that gap also, right?
yeah, that's probably the only clue you would have got where this candle on ES small body, the 6 a.m. candle small body, the 6 a.m. candle on NQ large body trades through the 4 hour fair value gap. And then on the 10 a.m. candle, you don't get a wick and it just run. 10
Mm.
a.m. candle, you don't get a wick, it just run.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying that I would have taken this because I think I would have been confused on this one too. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
but at the same time, the only thing that would have likely kind of hinted that it was going to be a buy is to me that NQ had closed this gap. That's the only thing. Because you can see YM ain't giving you nothing.
Yeah.
YM ain't giving you nothing to know that ES giving you this little bitty candle at the same time, NQ giving you this big candle.
Yeah, so like it was not decided that time, right?
Yeah, yeah. There's no real clue
Mm.
that
And
you.
at 10, suddenly it got big move, like on 1 minute, right?
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
but today was nothing, no news, right?
It
At
was
10, it was not, nothing.
not much. It was the FOMC member speaking.
Yeah,
And,
that was at 2, right?
yeah, and you can see all we got left this week is preliminary
Mhm.
consumer sentiment and inflation data. Now, this one should give us something.
Okay.
And then we do have unemployment claims. Um, so and we got Powell speaking at 8:30. So we do got some news. We got Powell, unemployment, and this one in particular.
But
This,
this is tomorrow, right? Today at 10, it was sudden move.
yeah,
At
at
10
10,
o'clock.
I don't know what happened today.
Yeah, so I
Other,
thought maybe I missed some news.
I
That
think OpenAI news, the OpenAI and AMD
okay,
play kind of kept the market going.
okay.
So, I think that was the reason for the continuation
Mm-hmm.
from yesterday. So that's kind of where we are with that. But as far as ES goes, if we sell off, it's got to come down, create a new fair value gap, then sell off from this range.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But overall, it's looking like we come into this area, we buy up from there, or we just shoot up. Let me fix the target. Going all the way up there. So 68.50 and 68.25.
Mm.
68.25 is around here. That's your next quarter. Your other quarter is 68.50. So you know we got to go to that area at some point, so that might as well make it a target. And then if we do drop, hold, and buy, should happen around this area right here. And we still looking at the same targets. Don't know if it's gonna happen, before this week is over with, but this is what I would like to see come out of this move. So this is ES. And unemployment numbers and inflation expectation can change all of this, so we gotta keep that in mind too. But if we stay on this path, this is the path of least resistance that we should get. And so heat map, everything up. Finance is probably the weakest. Consumer durables, that's pretty weak. We got mostly red over here. Consumer durables, non-durables, and then consumer discretion. Consumer services is pretty down, but those aren't heavy. These three groups aren't heavy, so it's okay that they down. You can see they kind of shrug that off. Communication down, shrugging that off. But for the most part, all sectors are up. All of them are up. More green than red on the chart. Earnings, the one that I want to see is here, because I picked up some options on this. I picked up options on Neo.
I did too, but I did something wrong. I guess I'm in a different option. I don't know what I did, but I'm making money off of it, so I don't know how to close it out.
You should who your account?
I use Robinhood.
Okay, it should be an option to close it out.
Yeah, but I'm making some money. I don't know how long I should stay in this thing.
However you need to, it's once I like, of course, I want to see 100% gain. But if you're up 50%, up 40%, I don't know how many calls you bought, so if you can close out some, do that. If not, you can't,
So you are in Delta and Neo both?
Huh?
You took Neo and Delta both?
I took Neo, Delta, and I caught some NVIDIA.
Oh, nice. I took that Neo.
Yeah, this Neo. So I bought Neo twice. I bought Neo right around 771. And then again down here around 734, 38. And I bought the again the May contract on those. Neo. May contract on these, the May 15 contract. And I bought the $8 calls around this price. And then on the Delta calls, my Delta calls, I bought 58, 60, and 62. And I bought the October 10th contract, which expires Friday. I already got an order pending to close those out. And then I bought the October 17th contracts at 60. So no, was it not at 60? Let me see what that one was. The October the October 17th contract is let me see. Orders. I didn't do it in my Robinhood account, which I wish I had. I did it in my Interactive Broker account. They cool, but I like Robinhood platform a little better.
Not for me. Interactive broker is like
Yeah, they cool.
nightmare.
They cool. They cool.
Mhm.
Okay, I got the October 17th contract for $60. I got that for 130, and we up 150 already. So yeah. So yeah.
Yeah.
So, the
I have one. Okay, go ahead.
the 10th was the $62 call. I got the $62 call because it was only 55 cents. So I'm down about $2 on that, but that's all right because I only got one at $62. But I already got my pending order in. I'm trying to see if I can get the one on that expire on the 10th to $1, and then the one that expired on the 17th. I'm trying to see if I can get that to 250 on Delta. Still holding in this range. All I want to see is a quick jump tomorrow when we release because the earnings come out tomorrow. So we need to see a beat of on the estimate. Right now, they is from they're estimating that it's going to be $1.52 on the earnings per share increase. So, and then we also need to see revenue above 15 billion. So, and I think we'll get that. Let me see what they say.
Yeah, so I think I missed that. Means I missed that earning point. I was looking for that, but after that I started to look new because that was near that buy point.
On which one?
Neo.
Neo, yeah, let me pull that up.
Yeah, yeah, go ahead.
They saying that they're expecting it to beat.
Mm.
Yeah, they're expecting it to beat, and I'm with them. So let's go on and beat Neo. Neo is expiring on again
550.
15th.
Mm-hmm.
Did pick up some Nvidia too. I picked up Nvidia on now this one I picked up Nvidia because AMD moving. They usually
Yeah.
move together. That's why I did this. And I already own Nvidia stock. So and I've been saying that, because I own the stock, I need to get some options. What I want to see on Nvidia, I want this high, right? I want this high. Because if we take this high, this is getting taken out. I don't care what they say. And if we take this high, is this an all-time high right here? And after we break this high of I think the high is 192. Let me open this back up. After we break this high, right, which is 191.05, is nothing above this to keep us from getting to 200 because that's the next whole number. That's why I went ahead and got that. And I wanted to wait for it to drop down in here, but after I saw this rejection, I was like, I'll go ahead and get it either Monday or Tuesday. And I think I got some on Monday. I don't even remember what day it is, but was it I bought these on when did I buy these? I bought this quote details, uh, field dates. See, let's see. Show transaction. Um, bought Nvidia on the 7th, which was Tuesday. And what I did with this one, again, it's all about how you how you get your quotes, right? So since I know I'm not about to try to buy nothing close to strike price. Strike price is 189, right? I'm not spending $1,175. That's what it would cost to buy one contract. Same thing, $9.45, which is 945, 750, 460. Maybe I could have did 410. But instead of doing that, I looked at this 250 contract because 250 costs $55. So I got like 4 or 5 of these for $55, and I got these at 44 cents. I'm already up 10 cents on this.
Mm.
I got them there when I bought them on Monday. This same 250 strike was 0.44. I'm already up 10 cents. And what I want to see is this get to $1. If I get to $1, I already got the order in to go ahead and close that out. So that's what I'm looking for on him. So and if we take this high out and we start going towards 200, this should definitely hit $1. Should definitely hit $1. And if not, I'm already up. I can take some profit and close it out. So just on those 3 setups, I'm already up on those 3 setups. Like let's see, 20% almost. And I think at the top of the move for the day when the market was open, I think I had already jumped 30% up on these. But that's the total, not each setup. So
Got it.
I'm still looking for 100% gain on these. So
Now, Corey, do you think it's too late to actually buy NVIDIA and AMD?
it's not too late. I think you gotta own some of it right now. You gotta own it somehow. But if you want to look for a long-term play, I wouldn't buy it up here.
Okay.
If you're buying it up here, you shouldn't hold it for a long time. That should be, if you're buying the stock, if you're buying the stock and you want to own it, you need to wait for a dip. Let it go in the red. And then what you do, you dollar cost average, right? You see a red day, right? You buy
Yeah.
some on this day, right? It keeps going down, you buy a little more on this day, right? It go down again, you buy a little more, and then you wait for it to turn. So what I did was on NVIDIA, what are we looking at? So when everybody was going crazy about NVIDIA, selling off in April and March.
That's when I should have bought too. I'm so mad at myself. I'm
Exactly.
so mad at myself.
So around here, I bought at 111. 111. No, I bought at 120 right on this day. On this day. It was this day in February. I bought at 120 something. Then again, I bought at 111. Then even worse case, I bought again at around 100. But when I bought at 100, I bought a lot more at 100. And then I bought one last time around 90 something. But most of my buying, like I bought one contract here, 3 or 4 here, bought 5 around here. And well, this is stock at this point.
Yeah.
And then, so now overall, my average is like 111, but I'm in all the way down here though. I'm in from all the way down here. So on these, I'm already up 70 at the most. I'm up 80% on these already. And by the time we get to 200, that's 100% pretty much on that I would have gained off of that. Plus, I don't think it's gonna come down too hard like that. I think this will be a long-term play. I know we in a potential bubble on this, but man, I could sell that at any time I want to because I already made my money back on that. Anytime I want to, I could.
Yeah. Yeah, so that was my thought. I wanted to try to get in, find another entry point to get in for a long-term play since I missed the one back in April
Mm-hmm.
that I kicked myself over.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I went shopping in April, man. But I only bought stuff that I've really been trying to get, like I like Delta. I've been liking Delta. I wanted to do a airline portfolio, and I bought Delta. I bought the Jet Index. That's another one. And see, already I'm looking at overnight, Delta already up. So that means we probably gonna at least get a spike. But I already got my orders in on I wanted to build my AI portfolio. So I also bought SMCI, which is super microcomputer. That's up 71%, So again, and I started buying those when it was $34 and it's already at 58. So that's almost double. And then instead of buying gold, because at the time I thought gold was a little too high, but who knew? I bought gold companies. Gold companies, the gold ETF,
Oh yeah.
GDX. I bought that instead. I bought the gold ETF. That's up 88%. So what we gonna do is once we start seeing all this stuff fall off the cliff, we just gonna dollar cost average in. When we see a huge move down, and you really want to, like people say, when you see 10% moves to the downside, right? So from this high right here at 143 to the low, this was 30%, 40% almost. So we just got something that for 40% off when it got here. 40% off. Um, so once we see something like this where we get a 40%, 20%, 30% move to the downside, it seems scary for most people, but we already know this is a good company.
Yep.
And since we know this is a good company, that's not a time to be afraid to buy. I mean, to be worried about buying. That's actually a great time to buy. It's just like you don't want to buy it when it's up here. You want to buy it when it's down here.
Yep.
And you just don't go all in on it. Instead of going all in, you you know, just you get a little bit. And we even had a fair value gap right here to say, hey, I'm okay to be buying right here, right? It took my low out if I had been using a stop loss, but I would have been okay with that. I was okay with that. And that's how you get these big run ups. So now the big run up, we took these highs, set a new high. I like us holding in this range. We got this strong candle close yesterday or today, and we closed above a previous day high. So this kind of says, hey, we could still be going up high. We should go ahead and take out this high. If we get $1 on this, I'm out. I'm out. On this 55, on this 250 strike, I got in at 44. That'll be a 44 for 44 to $1. That's 56 cents on 46 cents on that. I'm cool. I'm cool with that, you know.
So this is your way to decide your target?
For me, yeah, for me. Because this one, I'm only like looking for the particular move because I'm giving myself until the earnings call to make
Okay.
a dollar.
Mm-hmm.
And the earnings call is on the 19th. They've already projected lately. The other day they also said Nvidia is still a buy, right? So between now and the 19th, if I hit a dollar on this, I already got a limit order in, so it's just gonna take me out. I don't. If it go up way past that and it hit $12, I mean
Mm-hmm.
$200, it's cool because if any time now until um the 19th, I'm still expecting that same call to go to 250. So that's why I got this 21st because it's just after the earnings report. So I don't even care if this go down. If this go down, cool. I'll just buy a little more. I'll buy a little more because I still think that before the 21st, we go ahead and take this $200 price. And if we don't take the $200 price, I still know that this should at least jump to a dollar. And if not, then hey, I take what I can get out of it and go on about my business. Neo, I got all day for this. And if we get a close inside of this above this 787 price, we already know we're gonna hit this 863. 825 price should give me I think we were looking at $2 on Neo. $2 is my strike price that I'll be cool with closing out on. I don't care if it closes and expires in May. If I hit my $2, then I'm cool with that, right? Because and
What do you mean by $2?
so I got in on May 15th at 8.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm sorry, $3. I want this to be $3. This one
$2,
cent.
you want to make it double.
Yeah, I want to double it.
Okay.
Yep, I want to double it.
Okay. So thing is that like one question, like when it came in that gap, right? Yesterday,
Mhm.
I was looking at that, and that time means how will you confirm like now I should go? Because it can go down also, right?
It's so it's not as precise as
Okay.
in trading futures
Okay. Okay.
because we looking at daily charts, weekly charts, and monthly charts on these. Your entry not going to be as precise as you would look for a futures contract, right?
Okay. Okay.
So for me, it's more so. All right, I see it at my level
Mm-hmm.
in, right? That's it. I don't really need to go down to the 1 minute, 5 minute charts and all that kind of stuff
Okay.
because if I do that, you might not get in. You might.
Yeah, actually, exact happened yesterday. I was looking at that, and because I don't have like confirmation kind of thing, I was looking for confirmation, and that time I was getting that about $115.
Mm-hmm.
But I thought, means I was not sure, so I
Yeah.
leave that, right? Then I took it today. So again, because it was a little costly, so I took for $10. So
Yeah.
I got that at 117.
That's okay. That's
Yeah.
that's cool too.
Hmm.
Uh, and like I said, it is more so with this. You're not really looking at precise entries.
Got you. Got
For
you.
one, this a
Mm.
long-term play. This don't
Yeah.
expire till May. So
Mm.
you got plenty of time to get, your gains out of this. Is
Mm-hmm.
what you don't want to see is you don't want to put like you don't want to buy 5 to 10 contracts on this
Yeah.
because that's when you like going in too heavy, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It's more with this kind of setups, with these kind of setups, it's more about position sizing than it is about precision of entry.
Got you.
You
Okay.
want to focus on, all right, if I think this is still going to go down, but I like where it is, let
Mm-hmm.
scale into this.
Okay. So that time I was checking to buy that. So that time its volume was two only. But because I was sure about like target, we were looking chart, not random,
Yeah,
right? So I
yeah,
thought it's okay. I should ignore that volume part and get in, right?
yeah.
So
I've,
it was right thing, or should I wait for volume also?
I've bought some where the volume's been low and
Okay.
still make money. Like,
Okay. Yeah, yeah.
and I haven't even been trading options that long, but like the cool thing I like about trading options is you know how to read the charts, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And really with options, right, all you need to do is just pick the right
Right. A
strike
strike, right?
and the
Mm-hmm.
right ask. And since all we doing is buying calls right now, I don't even think about the sell side of it yet, because all I'm doing is going long.
Mm-hmm.
I'm okay with buying at 754 and knowing already that it could go to 730 because I only bought one contract right here,
Mm-hmm.
I only bought one contract at 771, right?
Yeah.
As soon as I'm buying this the first time, I'm
Mm-hmm.
not buying my whole position. I'm only
Right.
buying a piece of it. So if I go down, even if I go down, let's say, let me use the simulator on my phone, right?
Mm-hmm.
And let's use the NVIDIA for example. NVIDIA. So if when I bought it, it was 44 cents, right? Um, and this I bought some in my Robinhood account and I bought some in my Interactive Broker account. I only bought one contract in my Robinhood account because I
Mm-hmm.
got all of my money doing whatever it's gonna do in there, right? So when I bought it, it was 44 cents. So that means that if it drops down to let's go to Nvidia. If it drops, and I only bought one, if it drops down to 184, right? At 184.18, at one right around here, right?
Mm-hmm.
184.19 on one contract. If I only bought one contract at 44 cents and I go down to 184.19, that means I'm down 2.75%.
Yeah.
The contract cost would have gone from 44 cent to 35 cent. And if I only got one contract at 44 cents at the time, I'm only down $9 on one contract. Even if I lost the whole thing and it went to zero, I don't care because I only risked the one contract.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I only risked one contract. So that means that in one contract, I only lost $44.
Mm-hmm.
But because now, on my other account, I bought like five. So, I'm down $9 times five. I'm down $45. Like I'm all right with that.
Mm-hmm.
If I go down to 184. But now on those same contracts, with the one contract, I'm at 89, right? It closed at 89.11, right?
Yeah.
89.11. We closed at 89.11. At 89.11. 189.11 strike price is 189.11. The ask is 1.055. That means that I'm actually up 2.5%, like a half a percent, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm up I'm up 0.6%, right? and I'm up $10 already. So I was down, but and that's another thing. You see how quick it is for you to gain money versus how quick it is for you to lose money, right?
Yeah.
So if I'm saying I got in at 44 cents right around here, right? And my strike price was the 250 strike price, right? And when this 250 strike price went down to around here, most I was down was like $10 right here, right?
Okay.
But I went up here, I'm already up, you
Mm.
know, I'm already up, and I only went up a 0.6%, and I'm already up way more than I would be if I was down. Because it's limited, my drawdown is limited, right? But my potential gain is it's infinite, you know. Even if that same contract gets to the $1 price that I want, that means that my $44 contract is worth $1, and that means I would have gained $56 on each contract. So in this account, I would gain $56. When I close it out, I would have $104 total off of that trade, which means that I get my $44 back and I get to keep the $56. Multiply that by the 5 contracts in my other account. Now I got $225. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Off of those same contracts, right? In my other account.
Mm-hmm.
So I would have made that off of the same trade in the other account. And then it's the same way, you know, if I you look at these same contracts, same plays, same setups, the same exact way. That's what you're trying to see. Right? That's what you're trying to see.
So like if I'll ask like my average cost is 1.17 for Neo, right?
1.17.
Yeah.
So your ask
For
is
10. For 10 I took.
you took here, you were at 117 already,
Mm-hmm.
and you already up about 3 cents now.
Yeah.
So you should be either right around break even to a little more in profit, like maybe one or
Lit,
$2.
six. Yeah, $6.
Yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because of that, every 10 cents that you gain, so once you hit 17, you should be at $10 $27, you should be at $10 in profit. So next time you hit 37, you should be at $20 in profit.
Okay. 10 means 10
Pretty much.
point and $10.
Plus or minus, right around that.
Okay.
So, I got mine at 44. So I'll be at $10 at 55, which I already am. $20 at 65, 30, 70, 40 at at 80, 90, 50, and plus or minus. That's why I got to be $56 because I won't hit another 10 until I get to 110
Okay.
or 100, which is the
So
one.
in this I can wait for 100% again, right?
Yeah, you can,
Yeah.
but you don't have to. You can close out at any time. So
Mm-hmm.
maybe you don't get to the 100%, but
Mm-hmm.
the Neo is a long term. We got plenty of time to give it room to get to the 100%.
Right.
And if we feel like it might not get to the 100%, we can close it beforehand.
Okay.
But like once we get to 825 on Neo, I'm gonna already be looking like, I could probably close this.
Mm-hmm.
825 to 880, 863. I might be already trying to close it. I ain't even gonna lie.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I'm already be okay to close it because I don't need to, I should be close to doubling my money at that point. Let
Thank
me,
you so much for this session. Because I was trying to do option, I think since 1 year, right? But the point is clear now. What should I look? What should I do? Yeah.
That's what your boy is here for.
Yeah.
That's what we do. That's what we do. We figure it out.
Mhm.
And when we figure it out, we share it. That's
Yeah.
it. Oops. I think I didn't send it to everybody. Did everybody get the chat stuff? Or did I send it all to you, Anna?
No, I think
I
it
sent it
is
all.
for everybody.
Nope.
No, I didn't get it.
Every time I sent
Okay.
the chart, it only went to you, Anna.
Okay. Okay.
Dang, bruh. My bad. Let me get it. My bad. My bad. So let me send everything. I did not know that. Okay. Oops.
Oh,
So,
this came in my private message. Okay.
yep. I did not realize I was only sending that to you. I don't even know how I got to your private message. Okay, so dollar.
So again, one more means one thing to clarify. I should not wait for confirmation. Just if there is FVG or gap or I'm looking, it will tap this means tap this, and I need to get in, right?
I won't say you shouldn't wait, but that's a personal choice.
Mm-hmm.
I typically don't.
Okay.
I use my area as my confirmation.
Yeah. Okay.
And
Got you.
if I like where my area is and I'm sure about my area, then I will go ahead and enter.
Got
But
you.
I won't enter the whole position.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I will just usually enter in partial.
Okay.
Because I'm entering in a partial, that's gives me room to get a more precise entry.
Yeah.
So if I think it's going to be a little more to the downside, I have, the time I need to get a better entry
Mm-hmm.
because I only went in on the small size.
Okay. Got. On 6th October, I took Delta also for,
Okay.
for 62.
Okay. Okay.
So my cost was means I don't know why the day before yesterday there was some medical emergency in school, so I had to go down there. So immediately I closed my trade, and I closed that in +3. I didn't realize about this earning tomorrow,
Yeah. Yeah.
so
That's
yeah,
the main reason
it's
why
my bad.
Delta trade, because of the earnings.
Yeah,
The Delta trade is really gonna be an earnings play. That's why I'm okay with getting the
yeah, I should have stayed.
contract that expire tomorrow and then
Mm.
the contract that expire on the 17th.
Okay, yeah, I took for 10/10 for tomorrow. No, day after tomorrow for Friday.
Friday. Yep.
Mm. Mhm.
Yep. All I want to see with this on is let me just tap 60
Mhm. Okay.
between now and um the earnings. If we tap 60, I'm
Mhm.
done. I'm out of there. I'm done. I ain't in it no more.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
We tap 60, that should give me exactly what I'm looking for. So,
Mhm.
I'm gonna be done on that,
Mhm.
So that'll give me what I want if we get that. Um, I started to even buy some more late in the afternoon, but I was like, nah. I had to
Mhm.
deposit some more money. It didn't clear in time, so I didn't get a chance to get that. Because at this point, and see, like at this point, I feel like all of my money, I'm about to put every drop of money that I have in my trading account, in my savings account. I'm about to put it to work. Like I'm gonna keep a certain amount of savings, but anything outside of that, any extra cash and all that, I'm putting it in an account and I'm trying to make money off of it.
Yeah.
I got a little money that I got to set aside that in case of something emergency happen, but there's no point of me just leaving a large amount of money in an account that is not making me no
It's
money.
making no money. Yep. That was
And
the same thing I said this year. I said I gotta start making the money that I have sitting it's gotta start making me some
you
money.
gotta start making money. And
Yeah.
then now, every time you think about it, like, am I about to go out and hang out with my friends and spend $160, or am I about to pick up this Delta contract at $58 for $162 when I know that it can make me $162? Like, that's how I'm thinking now. Like no, I don't.
It is a smart decision.
Yeah, I don't think I want to go out. Like, unless it's somewhere cheap or free, like I don't really want to go because I know if I spent $100 on this, I could have spent $100 on buying some cars, or I could have spent $100 on funding a new prop account. Like, I'm straight,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah.
I'm straight.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
here's some, like, I was about to go to. I think I thought I was gonna go see the Falcons play, but that means that I would have had to. I need to buy my flight. They playing in London, right? I mean in Berlin, right? And the closer it gets to it, the more I'm like, I don't think I'm gonna go because that's $1,000 flight, that's tickets to the game, that's food, that's entertaining myself, there's I said I want to go to like either Amsterdam or Poland or something too. That's another flight. Like that's a lot of money that I could have just spent somewhere else. I'm about to use that and take that money that I'm not, because I'm about 70% sure that I'm not gonna go, because and maybe I'll do something for myself locally or something real quick. But because I know that I can flip that, I'm gonna just put it that same amount of money I would have used into my account instead.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think this is a psychology of money.
Yeah,
Yep.
that same amount of money, I'm gonna
Yeah.
add up the cost
Yeah.
and what I think it would have cost me, and I'm just gonna put it into the account. Maybe plus or minus a couple few dollars, but I've been trying to I've been wanting to reward myself. So maybe instead of spending with the price of a ticket, hotel, 2 flights, and food, maybe I'm just gonna spend $400 or $500 on myself and do something small, and then take 2,000 or something and put it into the account and add on to my balance, and then put all of that money to work. So, and once I put it in my account, every drop of that got to go to work. So that means as soon as I put the 2,000 in there, I need to be buying 5 of these contracts. I need to be buying 7 of these contracts. I need to be buying 3 of these contracts right here. Then I got to go also find some new setups, right? That's when I got to go into the watch list and look for, let me see what Riot doing. You know what I'm saying? That's how I'm gonna
Yeah.
approach it
Yeah.
approach stuff at this point.
Yeah. This is nice. I'm learning.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And at this point, no money gets to sit still.
Yeah.
No money. And every dollar spent, you gotta evaluate the consequence of this dollar. If I spend this dollar, do I want it to leave my life or do I want it to enhance my life?
Yeah.
That's got to be the question every dollar you spend. And
Mhm.
anything over $100, I'm just over especially like the past couple of days, and I still owe y'all my goals, right? I still owe y'all my goals. That was supposed to be today, but I've been so busy. But like, if it costs over $100 or anywhere near it to me, I'm in my head calculating like, dang man, like this $100 about to leave my life, right?
Mhm.
Because I could have been, it could have been subtracting from me or it could have been gaining from me. Today I decided that I'm gonna let this subtract from me, right?
Mhm.
But the next time $100 leave my account, I better be buying some calls, or I better be buying a new trading account, or I better be adding money to my trading account. The next time $100 leave my account,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and you know what I did the other day? I went out, I spent $100 almost. But then today or the day before yesterday, I spent $100 or whatever. But then the next day, I told myself, all right, I spent $100 on food and junk, right? Let me put 100 and some dollars in my trading account. That's that way I know, like, all right, cool. I did do something I wasn't supposed to do, but I replaced it. And I know that this $100 that I put in my account will make up for that loss.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is good one.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. That is my mindset shift. That
Mhm.
that the epiphany that
Mhm.
came from somewhere. Wherever it came, I'm glad it's here. So that's the shift, man, So even though I'm not gonna do this trip, I might do something like a small little cabin or like, just go just something cheap, like, and
Mhm.
instead of spending $3,000, $4,000 to go see the Falcons play, who probably gonna lose,
Blue.
you know, they
Sorry.
probably gonna lose. So why am I gonna do this to myself? Fly all the way to another country to go be sad? Like, no, I'm not about to do that.
Mhm.
I'm not about to do that. So that's kind of the thought process, man.
I know that was kind of like one of the shift for me too. I used to buy a lot of Starbucks, and I saw one time I was like, dang, I spent $1,000 in Starbucks coffee in one year. $1,000. I was like, okay, let me buy me $1,000 worth of stock.
Right, right.
Mhm.
You gotta trick yourself.
Yeah.
You gotta trick yourself. And I can only remember where I kind of learned this from, but um I always go back to this, right? And one way to prove that you got discipline is to make a small change or do something small, right? And it's like a bragging point at this point, but I have done Duolingo for like 1,429 days in a row. And it's like, it don't sound like nothing crazy, but it's just a little proof that you can be disciplined to something, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
now you gotta like find another game that you could play with yourself to overcome some small little obstacle, right? So the next thing I've done, right? I told myself I didn't want to drink no more, right? So
Woo.
cold turkey on December 31st last year, I was just like, all right, cool. I'm about to stop drinking. I haven't drank since December 31st, and it's October 8th now. So that's almost a whole year, you know.
Mhm.
Don't feel no slighted about it. Even if I was to say, hey, I had a drink, even if today or tomorrow or whenever I decide to say, hey, I'm gonna go hang out, I'm gonna drink tonight. You don't even have to look bad at yourself about that because if you do that and then you keep and you make another streak at that point, You know,
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
make another streak at that point, right? You messed up this one day, right? So that means
Mhm.
that now I have to do a streak that's even longer than the last one, right? So at this
Mhm.
point, it's been uh what is how many days left in this year? 40 some days left, 60 days left, or something like that, 40 some days or something. So that means that I'm right around 300 days that I haven't drank so far.
Mhm.
If I was to drink tomorrow, right? Let's say I decide I'm gonna go ahead and have some drinks. All right, next time I gotta go flat, straight, 365 days. You can't drink, can't do nothing, right?
Mhm.
It's a small thing, but it's a major confidence booster when you know you can do stuff like that. Because that
Yeah.
means you got control over your mind, body, and spirit
Yeah.
by doing those little things. And it's isn't this David Goggins say you putting things in your cookie jar that you can use later on to when you down and when you out, right? When you feeling bad about yourself, you can always go in your cookie jar to find the things that you've done to prove to yourself that you can do whatever you trying to do and be the person you trying to be. Because you could be having the worst day in the world and you can say, you know what, man, I am good. I know I'm good because I taught myself how to speak a language by, Duolingo, by doing that for 14 for 1,429 days in a row. I've went through this, right? Or I can say, you know what? I am a strong-willed person because I've gone 300 days in a row without drinking. Or I changed how I view my money because now for the past year, every time I spend $100, I invest $100. You
Mm.
know,
Mhm.
and,
Yeah.
and, and it's little. It sounds little, but it adds up to major things.
Yeah.
Small wins.
Yeah.
Small wins,
Yeah.
major victories.
Mhm.
Yep. Leads to major victories. That's true.
So
When you follow something like discipline, and one day you have option like I should do it or not, then you go back and check like as you did like 3 6 means more than 7 month you didn't drink, but
yep.
today you will think that is your hard work, right?
Mhm.
My mindset, and just with for one drink all you will lose all those days, right?
Yep. Yep. Now you question it like, do I want to lose 300 days worth
Mhm.
of not drinking on this one drink?
Yeah.
Is it even worth it? You know?
Mhm.
And, you know, I'm going to Thailand at the end of the year. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know if I'll make it through Thailand. I don't know. But I take that back because Thailand don't make great drinks. So I might be okay.
Yeah.
Thailand, the drink,
Food is delicious
the
though.
food. Now, the food, I'm not gonna turn nothing down over there. But the drinks, they don't they're more sweet than they are strong. So like I probably won't even drink over there, you know? I
Uh,
probably won't even drink there.
Mhm.
So, it's all good, man. But yeah. And then the one last note, and I hate to bring it up, but this day and age, this stuff we going through right now, this has put me into full focus mode. Like I'm sorry, y'all, but I am concerned.
Yeah.
I am concerned as a
yep.
black man in the United States of America, as a black woman in you, Treese, and as a brown woman in you, Anna. Uh,
Mhm.
we
Yep.
need to be concerned right now. I'm sorry. I
No, no, means,
this
yeah, go ahead.
I'm sorry. We all need to be concerned. And if you're not concerned, you have the most strong chi in the world.
Yeah. Yep, yep, yep.
Yeah. It's funny. My brother is he's in the military. He's cybersecurity, and he was like, "Yeah, I might not get paid on the 15th." I'm like, "What?
He
What do
not.
you mean?" He's like, "Yeah, the government shutdown." I said, "I know, but anytime we go to war, y'all the first ones in line. Like, why would y'all not? Why would the military not get paid?"
Oh, he not getting paid on the 15th. Not even Mike. Unless they open the government up, he's not getting
No,
paid.
that's what you know. What that's what he said. He said we're not getting paid. He said that, and I was gonna ask you about this. He said that they have to do like a loan, like they have to
They
borrow.
don't have to, but companies will start doing loans for them or offer them loans. They don't have to take
So
them.
it's not a government loan.
No,
Okay.
Loan for what? Because they
for
are not
to
getting
cover
paid.
their expenses.
Okay, okay. And
Yeah,
that
so
will be
I
on
was wondering
interest?
that because I was like, why would a government offer you a loan, but they not gonna pay you? So like, what? So it's not a government loan. Got it. Okay.
Mhm.
It's a company, like a private company, that's taking advantage of the situation.
Oh.
Mm.
But like it's almost like and usually it be those payday loan companies. A lot of times they start advertising like, here, we'll offer you this loan at slightly lower than they normally would as far as interest. But a lot of those companies be like almost 25 to 30% interest on those type of things. And instead of doing 25 to 30%, they'll do 15 to 20% interest.
Oh.
Yeah, that's insane.
Because when I was in, we had a shutdown. Um, we had a shutdown, and we didn't get paid. We did get our back pay. We still had to go to work. We still had to do all that stuff. And it didn't last long though. Because I don't remember exactly how long it lasted, but I do know I didn't get paid. And they gave us, our pay plus back pay, all that good stuff. But it's a scary time, man, because especially when you deployed and stuff like this happen and you already on edge as it is, it's not a great place to be, you know.
Mhm.
It's not a great place to be.
Yeah, you're right. Like this is a scary situation. Like for us also same thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Almost like we are just hanging on our visa. Sometime different visa, sometime different visa. M- When we are going back, we don't know.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. And then the people who like the H1 visa.
yeah, so my
Man,
husband has H1 and I have H4. Yeah, we
yeah.
have EAD. Like we are secure, but still we don't have a green card or citizenship, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So still
Mm-hmm.
not sure about.
I'll be careful out there, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Um,
I thought I saw like there was a principal
a
or
counseling.
got sent back. I was like, what?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
What
A
is happening?
counseling, teach, like it's not just random. It's not just the people who they said. It's anybody, anybody in any circumstance, So you got to be careful, man. And then with the H1 visa,
Mm-hmm.
they've made it where it costs $100,000 a year to keep.
Yeah, that was one day morning rumor, and means I can't tell you how many calls we received.
I bet.
Yeah. Everybody was, oh my God, now what to do? And
Yeah.
one of my friend, my husband's friend, his mother got expired. So he went, I think, 1 week ago. So immediately he decided to come back here because it was like you have to be here, otherwise you have to give like 100,000. Oh my
Man.
God, that situation was so scary.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So he was gonna go home to get his mom,
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
but,
yeah,
but he would have lost his status and reapply. And if
yeah,
reapply, that's when the $100,000 requirement come into play.
yeah.
Man, man, man.
Yes.
Mhm.
Well, that is insane.
And 100,000, here it is $100,000, but when you compare like from our currency, it's too much money, right?
Like $2 million.
Yeah, so means nobody can afford that kind of means when you have kid, when you have family, then you are thinking about your home, your means kid future, right? So
Mhm.
again, this is too much money, and if you will give this one to them, then what will you have?
Right, right.
Right.
And that 100,000 isn't just a one-time fee, it's like every year too, right?
Yeah, every year,
Oh, wow.
every time whenever you apply for that H1, so it
So
was.
once you apply for the H1 the first time,
Yeah.
it'll
No,
be 100,000 plus
no.
fees. And
Mhm.
then every year, every time it's up for renewal, is another 100,000.
Yeah, yeah.
Wow.
That's
Mhm.
insane.
Wow.
Mhm.
That's
Like
crazy.
as we do like for our visa, right? So like H1, suppose we get H1 for 2 year. So after 2 year, like after 1.5 year, we have to start our renewal process, and it takes 6 months approximately. Then we get for that means that visa, and then we means if you have some expiry means a date, right? You are valid till this date in US. If if you are not getting your visa till that date, then you have to apply that for in premium. So for premium around 10,000 each, so we paid like 30,000.
Mm,
Right. So
mm.
means whenever you are applying for your visa for renewal, then sometime it comes in picture also. So that is extra money we have to get them.
Sheesh.
Hmm.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Lock in, y'all. That's it. Hey, I'm gonna hit the stop record and
Yeah, yeah, sorry.
let me go ahead and